All right, everybody. We did 8.1 Thursday and Friday. Yes. So, what was that over? Can't remember. Rationals. So we talked about rational graphs, how to graph them, what they look like, all that good stuff. The next thing we're supposed to do is multiply and divide polynomial rational fractions, crazy stuff. Now, here's the deal. Before we can do 8.2, we need to know how to factor it. Theoretically, we've already done this. However, it was really supposed to be done when I was out. Okay? So there's kind of a gap in some stuff you need to know. So today and tomorrow, we're going to take some extra time to make sure that we go over how to factor trinomials. Okay? Last week, I think I told you we were going to do a quiz on Wednesday, but I decided to not do that. So, no quiz, because we got to kind of make up some lost ground here. So, you like puzzles?
No.
Like, I mean, not literally jigsaw puzzles, but anything that makes you think a little bit is a puzzle, okay? Do you have a war machine? Oh. Make sure you got it right, okay? Now, this puzzle, you're thinking of two numbers that can multiply to make 48 and add up to make 14, okay? Now, when you're thinking of things that multiply, you're thinking of factors. So what are the factors of 48? Let's think about that and make a little list here. What multiplies to make 48? Okay, so start at the bottom. 1 times what? 48. Cool. Now, this is not a trick, but also -1 and -48. Doesn't a negative times a negative make a positive? Thank you. Now, 2 times what? 24. -2, -24. What about 3? 3 times 16, so -3 and -6. Oh my goodness gracious. Got that glitch. All right, -16. What about 4? 4 times 12, -4, -12. Okay, what about 6? 6 times 8, -6 times -8. Okay. I want you to see we got lots of options here. All these are the possible things that make 48, but which one adds to make 14? So this makes 49, this makes 26, this makes 19, this makes 16. But what's 6 plus 8? Which one of these make 14? What do you think?
That one.
Which one?
Right there.
What does it say? Thank you.
That.
6 times 8.
What she said. I couldn't.
Yeah, 6 times 8. So 6 times 8 makes 48. 6 plus 8 makes 14. So my answer is 6 and 8. So I'll use a comma here. 6, 8. Okay, do you see how to solve the puzzle? What about the next one? What multiplies to make 90, but adds to make 23? So what are my multiples of 90? 1 times 90. What about 2? 2 times what? Two times what gives me 90?
I don't know. You tell us.
What times 2 gives you 90?
4.
Thank you, 45, so much. All right, negative. All right, what else? What about 3? 3 times 30. Thank you so much. And then -3 times -30. All right, what about 6? 6 times 15. -6 times -15. Oh my gosh, what about 9? Times 10, -9 times -10. I love when that happens. All right. Did I miss something?
Yes.
Oh, dang, I missed 5. Whoops, 5 times
What did I say?
18, -5. Oh my gosh. This pen is glitching hardcore. Here we go. All right, now. Which one of these options will add up to make 23? What do you think?
5.
5?
Yes.
18? 5 plus 18 gives you 23. 5 times 18. That's weird. Okay. Gives you 5 times 18 gives you 90. So, all right. Well, now that's all screwed up. But whatever. All right. So, you get the idea. This is a kind of a puzzly puzzle. Now, the reason why we have this warm up at all, not just to be cute, because Lord knows I'm not, right? Wow. Well, okay.
Oh, yeah. I can do
But
that.
seriously, the reason why we did that is we need to be able to do this idea when we're doing factoring trinomials. So let's give it a shot. What'd you say? Think you can what? You will definitely be able to do it. He'll be here in a minute. He's got a meeting. All right, here we go. So, okay, does everyone see this? These 3 terms equals to 0. This is called a trinomial. Tri because there's 3 terms, yeah? Okay, now, when you have that trinomial, okay, when you have this trinomial, do you see off to the left side for you, on my, up here it's on the right, you see how it's ax squared plus bx plus c. So those coefficients, by the way, if there's no number in front, this is a 1. Okay, this is a, this is b, this is c. Okay. Look at step 2. This step 2 reminds me of our warm-up today. And it says what? Factor the quadratic, find 2 numbers that multiply to c, but add to make b. Just like our warm-up, I want to find multiples, what multiplies to equal negative 12. Oh my gosh. Right. Negative 12. Okay. And then what adds to make 4? Does that make sense? Multiplies to make this, adds to make this. So we're going to do the same thing as before. We're going to make a list of factors on the right-hand side. So here we go. What are my lists of factors? Does everyone see them there? So the factors of negative 12. Negative 1 and 12, 1 and negative 12. Negative 2 and 6, 2 and negative 6. Negative 3 and 4, 3 and negative 4. I got all my factors written out. Once I have all the factors of C, I want to see which one of these pairs would add to make B. My number here is 4. Okay? All right, well, anyways, which one of these add up to make 4? What do you think? This?
Okay.
What does this add up to make?
12.
11. What does this add up to make? Negative 11. What does this add up to make?
Negative 11.
What does this add up to make? Add, like, put a plus on there. Negative 2 plus 6.
4.
It's 4. Ding, 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 ding. Isn't that what I'm looking for?
Okay. Yes.
Oh.
Yes, it has to multiply to make this, but add up to make this, right? Okay. So, negative 2 and 6 make 4, right? Now, let's finish it off. 2 and negative 6 is negative 4. Negative 3 and 4 is 1. 3 and negative 4 is negative 1. So check it out. Those two, right there, you can circle them, make 4. Here's how you write this, okay? You're going to put it into 2 parentheses, okay? The minus 2 is going to go with an x in one parentheses. The 6 is going to go with another x in another parentheses. Do you see how we started with 3 terms, but we split it into 2 pairs of 2 terms? Okay? Or 1 pair, whatever, 2 parentheses with 2 terms, I should say. Okay? Again, how did I get these numbers? They multiply to make -12, they add up to make 4. Okay? Now, for what you need, that's it. Now, just so you know, this is called factoring. We'll put the word factor next to it, which is all I care about doing today. There is something called solving, and what you would do is you would take each parentheses, set it equal to 0, and solve it for x. Okay? You can write that down. That's called solving. But for what we care about today is mainly just factoring. Can you factor a trinomial? This is a basic, simple trinomial. It gets way more complicated, but we're just going to keep it chill today. All right? What multiplies to make the third number, but adds to make the middle number? If you got example 1, we're going to move on to example 2. Does anyone still need example 1? All right, example 2, here we go. All right, which one of these numbers am I trying to find multiples of? No, the 8, okay? The 8, I need to find all the factors of 8. So let's do that off to the side. What multiplies to make 8? Start at the bottom. 1 times 8, all right? And what else? Before we move on to different numbers, -1 and -8, right? Oh my gosh. Okay, 2 times what? 2 times 8 is completely wrong. 2 times 4. All right, 2 times 4, and then negatives, okay? Is that it? That is it. Because 3 doesn't work, 4, we already did 4, it's on there, right? Which one of these options will add up to make 6? Not negative, but positive 6. 2 and 4? Yas. So here's what you're going to do. Make yourself 2 parentheses, put an X in both of them, and positive 2 and positive 4 are going to go in each parentheses. Okay, this is basic factoring. You kind of do the puzzle idea from the warm-up, apply it to these numbers, you get 2 parentheses, you're good, okay? I'm telling you, before we can get to 8.2 notes, you've got to be able to factor. So I'm going back in time to unit 5, to make sure we understand this, okay? Now, that's it for the notes. Of course I am. Now, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 2 of these with you, just to show you some more examples. Sound good? I'll do the ones that are like what we have not seen yet. Okay. So it'll help you out.
I'm sorry. Oh my god. Thanks for the
All right, here we go.
Are these things at the bottom? The answers?
Those are possible answers. Yes. So you could cut them out, but we're not going to cut them out. Yeah. Unjust? Wow. All right, here we go. Wait, not that. Here we go. Hey, so everybody, go ahead and write number 1 through 14. You don't have to do the whole thing. I'm going to do 2 of these with you. You're really not going to end up doing the whole thing, right? Number 1 through 14. Go ahead and look at the backside, number 11 and 12. I'll help you with those two. By the way, you only have to factor these. You don't have to solve. All right, number 11. This, I guess, isn't the hardest one, but I just want to make sure you see different variations of positive and negative signs. So what am I going to find the factors of here? Okay, 4. What are my factors of 4? 1 times 4? -1 times -4. What else? 2 times 2. And then, what else? -2 times -2. All right, that's it. Which one of these options will give me -5 when I add them up? Boom. So put your 2 parentheses, put your x's, and then put your 2 numbers. -1, -4. Everyone go with 11? That's it. Yeah, just factor. You don't have to solve it. Try number 12 real quick. All right, now this one's got a bigger number, maybe a little bit more difficult. -40, okay? Please remember that negative is in front of the 40. 1 multiplies to make -40. Start with 1. 1 times what? -40. And then also, I mean, if factors are hard for you, that's fine. There are ways to do it with your yellow calculator. I can help you with that. But let's see if you can help me with this. What multiplies to make 40? Give me 2 numbers that make 40. We multiply them. Two times what? Makes 40. See, you got it. Even though I don't know if you were saying what he said or. Okay, yeah, don't say what she said. Now, before we move on from 1 times -40, switch the signs. Okay, so 1 times -40. You also have -1 times +40. Now you just said what? 2 times what? 2 times, we'll say -20, because one of them has to be negative to give us a negative product. And then switch the negative signs. -2 times 20. 3 does not work. What about 4? 4 times? 4 times. Thank you. And it'll have to be negative. Okay. And then -4 times 10. Last one we can do is 5. 5 times what? -8. And -5 times +8. Okay, we did all of them. Which one of these options is going to add up to make the middle term -6? You add these, you get -39. You add these, you get +39. You add these, you get -18, +18. 4 minus 10. What's 4 minus 10? -6. Is that what I'm looking for? It is. 4 minus 10 is -6. All right. So don't use -4 and 10. That would be +6. Okay. 5 and 8 gives you 3 and -3. Don't work. Okay. So take those 2 numbers, put them in parentheses. X plus 4 and x minus 10. Okay. That's all you're doing is factoring it. You got to do the puzzle. What multiplies to make this? What adds up to make this? Put those 2 numbers into parentheses. Can you do that on 1 through 14 minus 11 and 12? We just did that. Okay. I'll leave it up here. So those are called difference of two squares. That's a special trick that I have not shown you yet.
Yay.
What the heck just happened? Where you been? At the top, go. Make sure you put number 1 through 14, right? Only. All right, here we go.